Hey everybody, Desert Guardian here, and today we've got a new box with a different logo on it that I've never seen before until now. So hey, let's take a look and see what's inside the box. Alright, so let's take a look. So here we have an offering from Canik. This is the Canik TP9SF Elite S. The S stands for safety, and we'll cover that in a little bit. So I'm going to set this aside real quick, and we'll take a look and see what's in here. It comes with a holster, and this holster is kind of neat because you can use a belt loop style or a paddle style, fully adjustable. So you have a holster option right from the get-go. Comes with two 15-round magazines. Also comes with adjustable back straps, mag loader, books, papers, all the fun stuff. So go ahead and set this aside, and we'll take a look at the Canik. So, as I said, this is the TP9SF Elite. Now, the Elite, I looked at several different ones of these over at Ted's shooting range, and the TP9 has a standard one with a longer barrel. There's one with a threaded barrel. The Elite I really like because this is going to be a similar size to, say, a Glock 19 or a CZP-10C. With the 4-ish inch barrel, 15-round capacity. A compact carry pistol. And the Elite actually has a lot better feeling trigger than a standard TP9. I don't know if it's just in my head, but all the triggers that I felt, this one felt the best. It also has the cool two-tone, so it's got, they call it a tungsten finish up top, the black polymer frame, and this one is the Elite S, which means it has a safety. So this actually has a manual safety on it, in addition to a trigger safety, internal safeties, things like that. So some will like that, some will hate it, but I wanted to show the one that had all the options, so I grabbed the one with the safety. So let's take a look. So first things first, we're going to clear it. All clear. And we'll just take a look at what we can see just from the get-go. It does have ambidextrous slide release. It's got a reversible mag release. It's got the front serrations on it. It actually has a nice shape to it. It's kind of got like a pyramid type, almost like the CZs do. It does have a standard 1913 rail on it. Polymer lower, metal upper. And it does come with a nice sight system. It has a fiber optic front sight, which isn't something you see a lot on a factory pistol. But yeah, so nice option there. So this has like a just over 4-inch barrel. Like I said, 15-round capacity. So this is going to be comparable to like a Glock 19. So let me grab my Glock 19 here. Of course, this one is modified a little bit, but pull it out. All clear. So here is a Glock 19. So the TP9 Elite runs a little bit bigger than the Glock 19, and we'll show you with the Glock 19 sitting on top of it. The barrel is just a hair longer. Hopefully you can see that. The grip is very similar in size. So the extra length is going to come from the barrel. It's like a 4.14-inch barrel on the Canik as opposed to a 4-inch barrel on the Glock 19. But for overall size, they are very, very similar in size and shape. The width is about the same. They run just over an inch in width. The length is pretty similar. This is, like I said, going to be about a 1/4 of an inch longer. Height is about the same. They both run a flat, flush magazine, so you don't have anything like the Springfields or the Sig Sauers where they have different notches and cutouts and shapes to them. It's just a flat mag base to it. Makes everything a little bit easier. They're similar size to the Glock 19, but I don't think they'll fit the same holster. Nope. So we'll put that aside. But yeah, so the trigger, I mentioned the trigger on it. The trigger on this guy is actually a pretty nice trigger. It has a bit of take up, but the brake on it is very crisp. And we'll show you the reset. One more time there. So it's got a good audible and tactile reset on it, and it is sharp. It's very sharp. It's not mushy at all. You know, you do have the initial take up, which you're going to have with any striker fired pistol with the factory trigger, but the that reset and the brake are very nice on it. A couple other design cues that they did. So they have texture on the front and rear of the grip. There's also a little texture right here. You know, nice cutouts for your thumb, whether you're a righty or a lefty. It's very comfortable. The trigger guard has a slight undercut to it, but not huge. And you even have some texture on the front of the trigger guard. You know, like I said, it also has the front serration. So a lot of thought went into this. You know, and it's really dipping its toes in a very, very deep pool. You know, the Glock 19 is hard to compete with. You've got, you know, offerings from CZ, from Glock, from Springfield, from Smith & Wesson. All these guys are making polymer striker-fired pistols to compete with kind of the general 4-inch, 15-round Glock 19 size. But just feeling this in my hand, feeling the way it feels, the ergonomics are very nice. It fits my hand very well. I really like it. I can't wait to shoot it. I have not messed around with changing the backstrap to the bigger backstrap because this actually fits me really well just like this. A few other things that you might notice about it. On the top, it does have a loaded chamber indicator. And it also has the cocked striker indicator in the back here too. So you know, you can watch that disappear when you pull the trigger. So that way you know if the action is cocked, if the firing pin is ready to fire. Plus you've got the loaded chamber indicator up top, external ejector. Oh yeah, very attractive. Nice looking, nice feeling pistol. I absolutely can't wait to get this one out to the range. And there's something else about this thing that a lot of people don't know. When you're looking for a gun this size, this shape, this capacity, a lot of people think, you know what, okay, perfect, I'm gonna be spending between $500 and $650. We're just gonna drop 550 bucks, 600 bucks on a gun. You know, this one here has got everybody beat in price point. You can buy this thing for under 450 bucks. Sometimes it's just over 400 bucks. Gets you two 15-round mags, gets the holster, gets the pistol, and this is the Elite version with the two-tone fiber optic front sight, the nice trigger. Yeah, I mean, you can get this, like I said, under 450 bucks. So the price point is amazing on this. I've been doing a little research on it. Reliability is there. Accuracy is there. People are really starting to dig this Canik and really enjoy it. You know, and at the price point that it's got, how can you complain about that? It's a great price point for people that are looking to get into concealed carry, that are looking for this size pistol, don't want to drop 600, 650 bucks on the first try, or for people like me who already have a whole bunch of pistols that just want to try something different and new, that feels good, shoots good, and is reliable, and isn't going to break the bank. No, like I said, got ambidextrous controls on it. You know, it's set up right. I mean, it's a nice little pistol. You know, I've gotten some good response so far with some pictures that I've put up on it, and you know, people are kind of taking notice of Canik. Now, it's a company out of Turkey. Yeah, as in you know, southeastern Europe, Turkey. That's where Canik comes from. You know, but hey, Glocks come from Austria. You know, Desert Eagles come from Israel. Yeah, I mean, these things come from all over the world. I'm not going to, you know, discount anything just because it comes from Turkey. So let's show you how this thing takes down. So what we're going to do, obviously drop the magazine, check the chamber, make sure it's empty. And we're going to, it's got little takedown switches right here. Pull those down, and then there we go. And this will slide forward about an inch. There we go. See, just like that. And it comes straight off. So a little bit different than a Glock or a Smith & Wesson or something like that, where you start at the front rails and you put the slide on all the way back. This actually just goes forward about an inch, pops right off. Real easy. Kind of looks familiar in there, doesn't it? You've got a trigger down inside there. You've got a trigger bar, trigger spring, trigger housing, your rails. Look up inside here. We've got our recoil spring assembly. It's captive, so I won't go shooting it across the room. So if you had your hopes up for that, it's not going to happen. There's your 4.14 inch barrel, I believe is the actual length of it. I mean, there's your striker. There's your safety. I mean, it's very similar looking to a lot of other guns on the market. So disassembly is basically doing the assembly in reverse. Throw that back in. Now, you're not going to go like other direction. You're not going to slide this all the way on like you would a Smith & Wesson or a Glock. You're not starting back here. See these notches in the side make it so you can just drop it right here and back together just like that. So we'll show you that again. Pull back just a tiny bit, slide it forward. I mean, that's less than an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, pops right off. Back together, do the same thing, reverse order, and you're reassembled. Good to go. I do really like the way this thing comes apart and goes back together. It's very easy, very quick, awesome for maintenance. So yeah, there's your assembly and disassembly. Yeah, stay tuned to this one. I cannot wait to get this one to the range. And I'm looking at this, at the way this is done. You've got some pins and some assemblies and your loaded chamber indicator, but I would bet that you have enough room right here if you wanted to put an RMR on this thing. Somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. But yeah, it's clean, it's sharp, it feels great. So that is, forgot to show you the safety. So this is the safety version, the SF Elite-S for safety. So it has a manual safety right here, flips up like that. That's your safety. So it's an interesting safety. If you want a manual safety, it does have that option available to you. If you don't, the TP9SF Elite comes without it, but the -S comes with the safety. So you can get it both ways. If you prefer a manual safety, it is available. If you don't, if you're not used to having one or don't want one or trained out of it, then by all means don't get it. But yeah, that's it. So the magazines have a nice coating on them. It's a kind of a slippery but weatherproof coating. Can't remember what the material is that it's coated on there. But both magazines, both 15-round magazines. Yeah, so that's a nice new addition to the concealed carry market out there. And it's not super new. I mean, don't get me wrong. This didn't come out yesterday. It's been out for a while, but it's new compared to the Glock 19, that's for sure. So there it is. That's the TP9SF Elite-S for safety. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope it answered some questions about it, and I'm looking forward to getting some range time on it so you can see how it works with some rounds being put down up at Ted's shooting range. So we'll take that for a spin here shortly. But yeah, that's it. TP9SF Elite-S. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them below. I'll get back to you. And I like to interact with people, and if you have any comments on this one, I'd love to hear it. Other than that, I'm going to put some links down there in the comments section, linking to where you can pick one of these up, maybe a little bit more information on it. But yeah, hey, hit that subscribe button while you're in there too, because I'm going to try and have some gun, knife, and EDC stuff out. I like to have at least one or two of them out a week. So there's always new stuff coming, and you can always put a comment in there if there's a pistol that you want to see. Don't say Glock 18, okay? I'm not going to have a fully automatic Glock sitting on my bench anytime soon. But if you see it in the store, if you see it in your local gun shop, and you want to see what it's like taken down and with somebody's hands on it, and just kind of a nice 3D look at the whole thing, leave it in the comments. I'll see if I can grab it and do a nice little video on it. So hope you enjoyed the Canik TP9SF Elite. That's it for now. Desert Guardian, out.